In Psalm 51, it reads, "Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love. According to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions. Wash away all my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin." And that is my story. My name is Terry Ozier. I've been going to Pinelake for about 10 years. I had a good job. I'd been working in the medical and pharmaceutical industry for many years and was dating somebody at the time that I was very much involved with and could see a potential future with and getting married, and things were stable at work and at home and everything else. When you're keeping things in the dark, I mean, you look good on Sunday when you go to church and checking that box. And that's kind of what I was doing. It felt good on the outside, but secretly you're still living with darkness and sin that as long as it stays hidden, then nobody's gonna know. About 7 years ago, the Ashley Madison leak came about. It was a dating site for, basically it said, life is short, have an affair. That day, that's all everybody was talking about. And I was on that site and had been on it for a long time. They exposed the names of everybody that was on it, their email addresses, their address, where they live, how much money they'd spent on the site. Knowing that my name was on there, it was just a horrible, horrible feeling. Embarrassment. My girlfriend Jenny and I were living together at that time. A lot of trust broken, a lot of questions on her end, which she had every right to ask. And we quit living together. I remember getting in my car and driving around and going, what the heck is gonna happen now? I mean, just seeing on the news where, I mean, just the devastation it caused families across the country where, I mean, there was people that committed suicide because of it, because the destruction they had caused for themselves and their families or whatever had happened. So there was a lot of things that were just running through my head. And I remember having those thoughts, like, I just want to disappear and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to home. I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to face friends or family or anything. This stinks. It was rock bottom. It was on a Wednesday night when we still had Wednesday night worship. It wasn't but maybe a week, 2 or 3 weeks after that had happened. And I tried to sneak in anonymously where nobody would know. I bawled throughout the entire thing. I just cried like a baby. It was something that night where when I was crying, it was like weight was falling off of me. God, now here is everything. You know everything. And you offer mercy and grace that I can only find in you right now, because everybody else is pointing the finger, everybody else is this and that towards me. But you are a God of mercy, and I need that right now. God, please forgive me. Here's everything on the table. There was just a line I drew in the sand going, okay, do I go back living this way once everything passes? Or do I take this road that God's offering over here? That's what I remember telling myself over and over again is, I'm not going back that way anymore. Jenny stayed with me and we went through a lot of counseling together with a couples counselor, and we got baptized together 2 weeks before our wedding. I've worked with men both through the prison ministry and just men in our church that come forward that have struggled with sin, and just counsel them on, when you draw that line in the sand, don't say you're sorry just to get the pain away, but man, turn from it and turn from it permanently. It is such a better life. Or I know my transgressions and my sin is always before me. And you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight. Surely you desire truth in the inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the inmost place. And that always resonates with me because of the feeling of true repentance. It's been a journey, and it's not perfect, but He has changed my heart, and He's given me a hope that I never had and a peace that I never had.